Today we are going to learn about appositives and how to use them appropriately in sentences. First, at the top of your notes, write the heading Appositives. Throughout this lesson, you will be asked to pause this video to write information in your notes, which will help prepare you for class. If at any time you need to re-watch this video, I highly recommend you do that. Our learning target for today is to understand how appositives can be used to add precise details to your sentences. We will know if we have met the learning target through the following success criteria. 1. Define and identify appositives. 2. Use an appositive to clarify a noun or pronoun. And lastly, use an appositive to combine sentences with precise details. First, let's review what nouns and pronouns are, since we need to understand this to know how appositives work. A noun names a person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns can be common or proper. Here are some examples of some common and proper nouns. Remember, ideas are abstract, which means they refer to feelings, ideas, concepts, and qualities. Pronouns take the place of nouns. You can have subject pronouns or object pronouns. Here is a list of both. At this time, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and in your notes write all the nouns and pronouns you can identify in each sentence. When you are done, resume the video by clicking on the play button. Let's check your answers. The nouns and pronouns are in red. Did you get them all? Like I said, nouns and pronouns go with appositives. So what is an appositive? Well, an appositive is a word or a phrase that identifies or explains a noun or a pronoun it follows. Sometimes the appositive is before the noun or the pronoun it is explaining or identifying. Appositives clarify or give additional information about the noun or pronoun. There are two types of appositives, essential and non-essential. Essential appositives are important. They must be in the sentence, and there are no commas to separate the appositives from their noun or pronoun. Non-essential appositives mean they are not needed in the sentence. A comma is used before and after the appositives. If you take the non-essential appositive out of the sentence, you still understand what the sentence is saying. At this time, pause this video to write this information in your notes. When you are done, click play. Here I have a sentence and a blank for an appositive. I have a picture with two girls, and I want to clarify who Lynn is in this photo. If I take a look at the example, it says Lynn blank is being gently coaxed by her big sister to go closer to the ocean. Based off a few of these clues, I can assume Lynn is the girl in the striped dress. So to clarify, I could say Lynn, the toddler, is being gently coaxed by her big sister to go closer to the ocean. Let's look at some other examples. In this first sentence, it says, a tennis player, Rob, practices swing with his racket every chance he got. A tennis player is the appositive because it's describing who Rob is. In the second sentence, it says, Rob, an excellent player, was named the most valuable player in his league. An excellent player is a non-essential appositive because it is describing who Rob is. It's also not essential because I could take that out of the sentence and just say Rob was named the most valuable player in his league. In the last sentence, it says Rob's last match was against a tough opponent, a former state champion. we don't know who the opponent is, so they have clarified who the opponent is by adding this appositive, a former state champion. Let's look at some more examples. In this first one, Mrs. Hagedorn, the school counselor, will be talking to you about careers and post-secondary education in the near future. What is the noun in this sentence? Did you guess Mrs. Hagedorn? Which phrase is clarifying our subject, Mrs. Hagedorn? Did you say the school counselor is the appositive? If so, you are correct. It is a non-essential appositive because we may already know who Mrs. Hagedorn is. We're just clarifying who she is for those who may not know. Let's look at the second sentence. One person, him, will be a team captain. What part of speech is him? If you guessed a pronoun, you are correct. Is him extra information? Yes, it is extra information. It is called a non-essential appositive because it is clarifying who the person is. Now, there are 4 sentences here for you to practice. Pause this video and write each sentence. Underline the nouns and circle the appositives in each sentence. When you are done, click on the play button. Let's check how you did. In the first sentence, Karen's brother, Darren, plays the flute. If the sentence says Karen's brother plays the flute, we may not know who her brother is. So, Darren is the appositive, clarifying the word brother. It is non-essential, so it has commas before and after Darren. In the second sentence, the novelist Jack London wrote Call of the Wild. If I take out Jack London and just say the novelist wrote Call of the Wild, I don't know who the author is. So Jack London is essential. It is an appositive. We need to clarify who the author is that wrote Call of the Wild. In the third sentence, the Windsor Pumpkin Regatta, a water race in Nova Scotia, was begun in 1999. A water race in Nova Scotia is the appositive clarifying what the Windsor Pumpkin Regatta is. It is non-essential because it is separated by a comma before and after it, and it is some information that some people may not need because they already know what the Windsor Pumpkin Regatta is. A hot-tempered baseball player, Robbie, charged the pitcher. We could just write the sentence, Robbie charged the pitcher, but we need to clarify who he is and what type of person he is. So hot-tempered baseball player describes who Robbie is, and it clarifies to us who he is, so therefore it is an appositive. How did you do? Did you get them all correct? Well, let's look at some more. We can combine sentences using appositives. We can use appositives by adding, deleting, or rearranging details. We use appositives when we want to decrease too many short, choppy sentences. Here I have 3 sentences. We watched a movie. The title was Peter Pan. It is my favorite movie. If you notice, movie is repeated more than once. So, I can say movie is my main noun. However, there's more than one way to write this. But if I stick with movie as being my main noun, then what's my appositive? Peter Pan clarifies which movie. So, I can write the sentence, we watched my favorite movie, comma, Peter Pan. Here are some more sentences. This time we have 4 sentences that we're going to try to combine into one. If you notice, it says Kevin owns a truck. The truck was made in 2016. The truck is a Chevy. The truck is a dark blue. Truck is repeated multiple times in the sentences. So let's combine these sentences into one. There's more than one way to do this. First example, Kevin's truck, a 2016 Chevy, is dark blue. A 2016 Chevy is a non-essential appositive. It is clarifying which truck we're talking about. Do you see an error in this sentence? What is the error? If you said that they forgot a comma after Chevy, you are correct. Another way to write this sentence is by putting your appositive at the beginning of the sentence. The 2016 Chevy, the dark blue truck, belongs to Kevin. Now it is your turn to practice combining sentences with appositives. As you can see, one word is repeated often in these examples, geyser. So I would like you to pause the video at this time and find a way to combine these 5 sentences into one with an appositive. After you have written your sentence, click on the play button. I am so proud of you trying to write a combined sentence using an appositive. I know you're eager to share what you wrote, so when you come back to class, we will share our new combined sentences with the appositive with our peers. Through this lesson, you should now understand how appositives can be used to add precise details in your sentences. Remember to use appositives to clarify a noun or a pronoun and to combine sentences with precise details. I look forward to hearing your new sentences with the appositives next class session. Have an awesome day.